Hi everybody, welcome to Ditcheat Thoroughbreds first season update.
How's the team in Somerset going along at this early stage of the season?
Yeah, we've had a good summer with the horses we've had, and obviously lucky enough to win the French Champion in the hurdle with Pity Zig. But all those horses, bar Pity Zig, are basically on holiday now. Got 128 in work and a lot of nice youngsters, and cracking on, doing plenty of work with them, and we're in a really good place.
3 runs in points throughout the sort of early stage of this horse's career. How impressed are you by Quilter Max?
Yeah, Quilter Max is a really nice individual. Her form was progressive last year. She was a small trainer. She won very nicely the last day. We've done a lot of jumping with her. She jumps well. She's just getting fitter, got into our routine. Very happy with her, and she'll be ready to run in mares novice hurdles, I think, towards the middle end of October.
And when you do send them, when sort of a relatively new horse into your stables, when you do send them over the obstacles in the schooling ground, what exactly are you looking for to sort of make your decisions as the year goes on?
Well, they want to be natural to start with, and have a good jump in them, and know where they're at. And she's been very good from the start. We'll just keep on improving. So when she does run, it'll be second nature to her. I've always said if you don't jump, you don't win, and that's always been my policy. And she'll have done lots of practice, but she jumps very nicely. She'll jump a fence one day, and she's a really nice mare to run in novice hurdles.
And are you already sort of looking with your sort of trainer's instinct, champion trainer's eye, if you like, at what tracks might suit her? Where would be the obvious starting point for her, or does that come a little bit later on in the year?
Well, as you've run a few times, you get to know what the ground they like and what tracks they like. But if there was a mare's novice hurdle at Wincanton over 2 miles and 6 furlongs, that would be absolutely perfect for her to start. But there'll be a lot of opportunities for her, and we'll get to know more about her as the more we go on. He's a big, strong 16-2. He was in pre-training or to go point to point with Jack Barber in the spring. He had 1 run for us. 2 runs actually the same day. We all thought he was quite nice, or Jack did, and he ran. I think it was the first race of the day. Was a 2.5 mile maiden, which he unfortunately got knocked over jumping the 4th. Stan managed to get hold of him, walked him back to the lorry park, and we said, look, if he's all right, we'll run him again. He had to seek permission from the stewards, but he didn't have to travel far. So we then ran him in the last race of the day, which was a 3 mile maiden. Jumped well, made all, and absolutely hosed in. So basically, almost probably not worth a lot, but he showed he's a very, very nice horse, and lots of potential. And he's schooled very well. He's ready to run in a bumper in a month's time, and then go novice hurdling.
So he'll be out fairly soon then. The next sort of 4 to 5 weeks, you'd imagine.
Basically, we get enough rain, we can run as many as we want. They came in the middle of July, so they'll have done 3 months' work then. And we'll be looking to find races for all of them. But I just think we'll probably give him 1 educational run in a bumper, make sure he's fit enough to run tidy, and then go novice hurdling. We're close after. He's a nice son of Network. He's a really nice horse as well. He ran in 2 point-to-points last year. Unseated San Shepherd at the second last one, travelling extremely well at Badbury Rings. Then he ran at the Berkeley at Woodford and got beaten nose. He's a very, very nice horse. Actually, the commentator called him the winner. I thought he had won. I saw a video the other day, and I'm still convinced he won. But whether he won a nose or got beaten nose, he's got lots of potential. He's a big 16-2 horse, done the same work as Coastal Tiet, and will follow the same path. Bumper run, novice hurdle, then novice chasing next season. He's a really nice horse. We bought him last year. He'd won his last 4 on the flat. He's a jumper bred horse. He's by Ungado. He's not flat bred. We were going to run him in April, but then we thought we'll just keep him a novice for this season. He's one of the potentious bloodstock dispersal horses. Ian Fogg owned half of him then, so we bought the other half and put him into the Syndicate. And, he could be a high-class novice hurdler this year. Very much reminds me of Irvin at exactly the same stage as when he joined us. It'd be nice if he turns out as good as Irvin, but it was follow the same route. We start off novice hurdling this year, run him in a maiden somewhere first, and then we'd like to think we progress through the novice hurdles and then be a top class hurdler in 12 months' time. He's ready to go. He's schooled well. He loves good ground. Last year he won 2 novice hurdles around Wincanton, made all. He was placed, I think, third behind Altior in the novice hurdle at Kempton on Boxing Day. He was second in the Dove Cup. and he's only 5, so he's progressive. He's a really exciting 2-mile chaser.
Obviously, it would be great if Ditcheat Thoroughbreds could get a winner with their first start. Is he going to be 100% for that race, or have you got bigger targets in mind later on in the year?
No, I mean, he'd be ready enough to run. He will improve as they all have their first run, but he's a clean-winded horse who'll be ready. I mean, the idea would be to go to Newton Abbot with him and then go to the Cheltenham October meeting for the 2-mile novice chase there.
Excellent. Ditcheat Thoroughbreds at Cheltenham, that's what we like to hear.
He's like a Denman type when he came out of the field. He's huge as you could want, but he had really progressive form. He's a horse I like. The more we did with him, the better he got. He won at Fontwell last year, just made all in hosting really in a match. Then he was second in the novice handicap at Ascot, stayed on strongly. Then we upped him in class in a grade 2 at Ayr and was only just beaten that day. So he's progressive, sort of horse I find a 2.5 mile handicap chase for, or an intermediate chase, possibly even Newton Abbot on the 7th of October, and then have an entry for the Paddy Power Gold Cup. But he may well be ready for October the 7th. If not, we'll find a 2.5 mile handicap for him, similar race, and then, have him in all those better races. I mean, he would be a great horse to go to Aintree in the spring for the top-up. He'd be brilliant, I think, around Aintree. So that would be our long-term our aim with him. Very nice filly. I mean, Harry did extremely well with her. I know the owners and Harry always liked her. And I thought Harry might well buy her back at the sales, but when I realised he wasn't able to, we stepped in and bought her. We thought she'd be a great flagship filly for the Syndicate. She cost plenty of money, but she's always going to hold her value. And she had a high-class form. And we got the option with her to either stay in mares listed hurdles over a trip or go novice chasing with her in the mares novice chase series. So we haven't made our mind up. We might even mix and match it with her. But she's a very, very smart filly. And, we are pleased with what she's done so far.
And what will define the route you go down with her? Will it be how she schools? Will it just be the opportunities that are presented to her in the programme book?
Things tend to sort of work themselves out. We haven't schooled her over fences yet. She's schooled over baby fences and over hurdles, and she's jumped very well. And undoubtedly, Harry would have jumped her over fences, I'm sure. We'll make a plan with her later on. But I mean, the idea would be to possibly end up, if she was good enough, in running in those, the top mares races. Nice juvenile. He won his last race on the flat in France. He's only been with us about a month now. He's had several schools, but we'll have to get plenty of schooling into him just to get him going. The first juvenile we ran the other day, he just come off the flat. Cliffs of Dover actually won, so if we can do the same, we'll be delighted with him. He's a nice horse, give his owners an awful lot of fun. I mean, I'm not saying that we bought him to win the Triumph Hurdle, but he's a sort of horse very much in the mould of Mo a bit, that can run in good novice hurdles and give our owners a lot of fun.